Karen Whitmore stood ankle-deep in chlorinated water, her designer pumps squelching against the cracked concrete as she surveyed the destruction she'd just orchestrated. The sledgehammer felt surprisingly light in her manicured hands, lighter than the gavel she wielded at HOA meetings anyway. Behind her, the excavator's engine ticked as it cooled, having just finished pulverizing what used to be the Martinez family's pristine, above-ground pool. "Ma'am, you sure about this?" The demolition crew chief wiped sweat from his brow, eyeing the neighboring houses where curtains twitched with curious faces. "This doesn't look like HOA property to me." Karen adjusted her pearl necklace with the confidence of someone who'd never been wrong in her life, or at least never admitted it. "Trust me, I've been president of Willowbrook Estates Eyesore for 8 years. That Eyesore violated 17 different community guidelines." She gestured dramatically at the pool's remains. "Improper setback, wrong color scheme, and don't get me started on the unauthorized tiki torches." The truth was more complicated. Karen had spent 3 sleepless nights researching property lines after receiving yet another noise complaint about the Martinez children's pool parties. Their laughter carried across the perfectly manicured lawns at all hours, sometimes until 8 p.m. on weekdays. The audacity. But the permits, the crew chief started, were filed incorrectly. Karen interrupted, pulling out a thick folder. Section 4.27 clearly states that any recreational water feature exceeding 12 cubic feet requires board approval. This monstrosity was clearly 13 cubic feet, minimum. Mrs. Martinez emerged from her back door, still in her scrubs from the night shift at the hospital. Her face went through several expressions: confusion, disbelief, then pure rage, as she took in the scene. "What have you done to my pool?" Karen straightened, feeling the familiar rush of righteous authority. "I've removed a violation that's been plaguing our community for months. You should be thanking me for protecting your property values. You destroyed my children's pool." Mrs. Martinez's voice cracked. "Miguel saved for 2 years to buy that for his birthday. Then he should have read the community guidelines first." Karen's voice remained steady, though something flickered in her chest, a sensation she quickly buried. "I sent 3 warning notices. To the wrong address. We told you we moved to 421, not 412. The demolition crew began packing their equipment with uncomfortable haste. Karen watched Mrs. Martinez kneel beside the concrete debris, fishing out a deflated pool float shaped like a unicorn. For a moment, the sight of the grieving mother made Karen's resolve waver. But then she spotted Mr. Chen from across the street recording everything on his phone, and her spine stiffened. She couldn't show weakness, not now. The board election was only 3 months away, and that upstart Jennifer Walsh was already questioning Karen's heavy-handed approach to community management. "I'm calling the police," Mrs. Martinez whispered, clutching the unicorn float. Karen smiled tightly. "You do that. I'm sure Officer Rodriguez will be very interested in your history of permit violations." As sirens wailed in the distance, Karen realized this wasn't just about a pool anymore. It was about everything she built, everything she controlled, and she'd defend it all, even if it meant destroying everything else in the process. The question was, how far would she go to win?